Have you ever walked into a crowded room and immediately felt out of place? Your heart races, your palms sweat, and suddenly, all you can think about is finding the nearest exit. Or maybe you've sat in a group of friends, smiling on the outside, but secretly counting down the minutes until you can finally go home and be alone. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people feel this way, and it's not because they dislike people. It's because sometimes being around others can feel more draining than fulfilling. There are many reasons why you feel this way. These reasons are not flaws, but an aspect of who you are. Each of these reasons is a reflection of your experience and unique personality. Let's talk about why this happens. Here are 5 reasons as to why you prefer the company of yourself over a crowd. Reason 1. Introversion. Imagine this. You've had a long week, and all you want to do is curl up with a book or watch your favorite show in peace. But instead, you're dragged to a party where you barely know anyone. The music is loud, the conversations feel shallow, and all you can think about is how much more relaxed you'd feel if you were at home. That's what it's like to be an introvert. It's not that you hate people, but too much social interaction feels exhausting instead of energizing. You crave deeper, quieter connections, and big social events can make you feel like you're trying to force something that doesn't come naturally. Embrace your introversion by scheduling downtime after social events to recharge. Seek out smaller, more intimate gatherings where you can form meaningful connections. Practice communicating your needs to friends and family so they understand and respect your boundaries. Reason 2. Spending time with the wrong people, feeling out of place. Have you ever been in a room full of people but still felt completely alone? You listen to their conversations, but none of it resonates with you. You laugh at jokes that don't feel funny just to fit in. And by the end of the night, you feel more disconnected than ever. Sometimes, it's not people in general that make you uncomfortable. It's spending time with the wrong people, being around those who don't share your values, passions, or energy can make you feel like you don't belong, even when you're surrounded by others. And that's why you might prefer being alone instead of forcing connections that feel empty. Focus on building meaningful connections by seeking out individuals who share your values and interests. Engage in activities or hobbies where deeper conversations are encouraged. Don't be afraid to initiate discussions that go beyond surface-level topics. Reason 3. Trust issues. Building walls after being hurt. Now, picture this: you've trusted someone with your secrets, your struggles, and your fears, only to find out later that they've shared your private thoughts with others. The betrayal stings, and suddenly, letting people in feels dangerous. Trust issues don't happen overnight. No, they're built over time after being hurt, let down, or judged by people who were supposed to be there for you. So you start keeping your guard up, avoiding new relationships to protect yourself from the risk of getting hurt again. And while that wall might keep you safe, it can also leave you feeling isolated. Start small by opening up to someone you trust about minor topics. Gradually build trust through shared experiences and consistent behavior. Consider therapy or journaling to work through past hurts and rebuild confidence in forming new connections. Reason 4. Low self-esteem. Feeling like you're not enough. Have you ever been in a situation where you're sitting in a group of friends, and while everyone's talking and laughing, you can't help but feel like you don't measure up? You wonder if your outfit is good enough, if your jokes are funny enough, or if people even notice you're there. That's what low self-esteem does. It makes you second-guess yourself and see flaws where no one else does. And when those insecurities take over, social situations can feel like tests you're destined to fail. Instead of risking embarrassment or rejection, it feels safer to avoid them altogether. Practice self-compassion by challenging negative thoughts and focusing on your strengths. Set small, achievable social goals to build confidence. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you and celebrate your uniqueness. Reason 5. Social anxiety. When every interaction feels like a battle. Have you ever experienced being invited to speak in front of a group, and suddenly your mind starts racing? What if I say something stupid? What if they laugh at me? What if I mess this up? Your breathing speeds up, your hands tremble, and even though you're surrounded by people, you feel completely alone in your panic. That's what it's like to live with social anxiety. It's not just being shy, it's feeling paralyzed by the fear of being judged or humiliated. It makes even simple interactions, like ordering coffee or making small talk, feel overwhelming. And after experiencing that kind of stress, avoiding people can feel like the only way to protect yourself. Learn grounding techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness to calm yourself in stressful situations. Gradually expose yourself to social settings to desensitize fears. Seek professional help if anxiety interferes with daily life, and remember that practice and patience lead to progress. In the end, it's not about disliking people. It's about feeling misunderstood, unprepared, or exhausted by certain interactions. Maybe you've been let down before, or maybe you just prefer meaningful conversations over small talk. Whatever the reason, it's okay to feel this way. The important thing is recognizing it, understanding yourself, and creating spaces where you feel safe, comfortable, and valued, whether that's with a small group of trusted friends or in the peaceful solitude of your own company. So, the next time someone asks why you're so quiet or why you don't go out much, remember you're not alone and your feelings are valid.